fam, what's up? I'm Haley, if you don't know who I am, and I'm one of the coaches who is hosting this group, and I'm really excited to take you through my best tips for nutrition. I know this is where so many people struggle, and nutrition is 80% of your results. So I'm gonna give you guys my best tips on meal planning, meal prepping, grocery shopping, and making sure that you're setting yourself up for success with your nutrition this month. Alright guys, so I just walked into my pantry, and the first thing that I want you to do is go into your pantry at home and look at all the stuff you have in there. And if anything is processed in a package, has ingredients that you're not familiar with or you have no idea about, I want you to get rid of it, because part of this meal plan, part of this nutrition plan that we're going to start using is all about eating clean foods. It's all about eating whole foods that are going to be, recognizable. Like when you look at something, so when I have this tub of maple syrup here, what's the only ingredient in here? Pure maple syrup. And that's what most of the things in your pantry should be. So in my pantry, I have things like rolled oats. I have a couple things of like canned beans. I have vegetable broth. I have onions. I have potatoes. You're not going to find bags of chips. You're not going to find, packaged desserts. You're not going to find any of those things in my pantry, because those are things that my body doesn't recognize. They have ingredients that aren't real and are actually addictive. A lot of food companies produce things that are addictive so that you'll eat more of them. So if you've ever wondered why your chips are so addictive, you can't stop eating them, that's a big reason why. So first things first, go through your pantry, go through your refrigerator, go through and find anything that has ingredients that you're not familiar with or that you can't identify as a whole food, and let's go grocery shopping. So let's get rid of those things and let's go grocery shopping to get really good food that's gonna make you and your body feel good. All right guys, so I'm at the grocery store. I have my list, and if you don't go to the grocery store with a list, you're doing it wrong. I promise you, you're gonna save so much more money and you're gonna know exactly what you need. And basically how I created this list was I went through the food list for Portion Fix, and I just picked a couple fruits, a couple vegetables, a couple proteins, just a couple foods from each list that would make good meals together, and I just put them on this piece of paper. That's usually how I do things. It's super easy, making sure you have a little bit of each food group and making sure that you have balanced meals.
Of looking at your labels, so something as simple as peanut butter can have some stuff in it that you don't want in your food. This peanut butter has hydrogenated vegetable oil, which is not good. It's basically like oil stripped of all of its nutrients and healthy fats, and so all it does is add calories. So really all that you want in your peanut butter is peanuts, right? You can see this one is organic, non-GMO, natural. All it has is organic peanuts and sea salt, which is a lot better. Preferably, I would like one without sea salt, but this one will do.
Alright, so now I'm back home and I wanted to show you guys what I actually bought. Now to preface this, we already had proteins like fish and ground turkey and chicken already in the freezer, so I didn't buy those things. I usually buy those in bulk when they're on sale, so whenever you see a sale on meat, I just go ahead and buy a bunch and then put it in the freezer. But don't forget your proteins. This is protein less groceries. So I'm gonna start with my frozen stuff. So I got this frozen berry medley for my Shakeology in the morning. I got these baby Brussels sprouts and broccoli. I usually buy frozen vegetables because they last longer and they're usually cheaper. So and really frozen is sometimes better than fresh because they are flash frozen as soon as you buy, as soon as they're picked. So all the nutrients are still in there. And then I got some raspberries, strawberries, I got blueberries, this papaya, because it was like one of like the manager's special type things. It was like $2 for this giant papaya, which if you guys don't shop at Aldi, if you have an Aldi near you, you have to go. This is where I go. Also, I kind of dug into this already, but when I'm craving a salty snack, I usually go for air popped popcorn. 3 cups equals 1 yellow on the meal plan. I got some hummus for a healthy fat. Let's just bring this up here. I got some bananas. I got some asparagus. It's like a big old thing of asparagus. More sweet potatoes. I always have sweet potatoes. And spinach. I have, let's see, baby carrots, bell peppers. I don't want to dig for those in there. And 2 avocados. And then I also got in this bag, what else did I get? I got some Greek yogurt. So, okay, one thing I want to talk about with Greek yogurt. You want Greek yogurt that does not have any added sugar in it. You want it to have 8 or less grams of sugar in it. There's a lot of like flavored yogurt out there that you would think is healthy, but it's really not because it actually has a ton of sugar in it. Got this big old bag of kale for smoothies. Green onions make a really good like spice additive to a lot of recipes. I also have zucchini and cucumbers. And then also cilantro. I love cilantro in salads. It really spices them up. Oh, my cat is like chewing on stuff. Stop it. And I also have some staples like olive oil, which I was out of, and then peanut butter. I went ahead and got that natural peanut butter because we need some. So yeah, that is pretty much all that I got. What I would usually buy that I already had was unsweetened original flavor almond milk, so there's no added sugar to that. And then I would also usually buy eggs, but I already had eggs. And I would usually buy sprouted bread, but I already had those things, so I wasn't going to buy them. But I would, if I was doing a full grocery haul, I would get all of these things plus proteins, almond milk, and eggs and bread. So that is pretty much it. So yeah, hope this was helpful for you guys to kind of get an idea of what a healthy grocery haul looks like. What I recommend doing, so maybe you're like seeing like Brussels sprouts and you're like, well, I'm not a fan of Brussels sprouts. You can switch that out for anything. What I usually do is I usually just go on the food list. I know I figure out how many containers of each thing that I need, and then I just pick that number of vegetables, that number of fruit, and just eat that for the week. And then I also make sure that I have everything I need for my Shakeology in the morning. So yeah, that's my best tips for nutrition and setting yourself up for success with that. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the group.